Dear students, greetings for the day. Previously we have discussed about Central European cuisine. Today we will discuss about Eastern European cuisine. Eastern European cuisine encompasses many different cultures, ethnicities, languages, and histories of Eastern Europe. The cuisine of the region is strongly influenced by its climate and still varies, depending on a country. For example, countries of the Sarmatic Plain, Belarusian, Russian and Ukrainian cuisine show many similarities. Historically, European cuisine has been developed in the European royal and noble courts. European nobility was usually arms-bearing and lived in separate manors in the countryside. The knife was the primary eating implement. Cutlery, and eating steaks and other foods that require cutting followed. In contrast, in the Sinus, the ruling class were the court officials, who had their food cut ready to eat in the kitchen, to be eaten with chopsticks. The knife was supplanted by the spoon for soups, while the fork was introduced later in the early modern period, 16th century. Today, most dishes are intended to be eaten with cutlery, and only a few finger foods can be eaten with the hands in polite company. Eastern European cuisine, Armenian cuisine, Azerbaijani cuisine, Belarusian cuisine, Bulgarian cuisine, Georgian cuisine, Kazakh cuisine. Eastern European cuisine, Romanian cuisine, Russian cuisine, Soviet cuisine, Ukrainian cuisine, etc. Armenian cuisine includes the foods and cooking techniques of the Armenian people and traditional Armenian foods and dishes. The cuisine reflects the history and geography where Armenians have lived, as well as sharing outside influences from European and Levantine cuisines. The cuisine also reflects the traditional crops and animals grown and raised in Armenian populated areas. The preparation of meat, fish, and vegetable dishes in an Armenian kitchen often requires stuffing, frothing, and pureeing. Lamb, eggplant, and bread, lavash, are basic features of Armenian cuisine. Armenians traditionally prefer cracked wheat, bulgur, to maize and rice. The flavor of the food often relies on the quality and freshness of the ingredients rather than on excessive use of spices. Popular dishes: fasulya, a stew made with green beans, lamb and tomato broth or other ingredients; garpama, pumpkin stew; kuch, a casserole of mixed vegetables with pieces of meat or fish on top, baked and served in a clay pot; tchek, a dish of fried liver and kidneys with onions. Popular dishes: nshka, bread used for Holy Communion; mas, literally means a piece of leftover bread from the making of nshka, given to worshippers after church service; mata, sacrificial meat. Can be of any animal such as goat, lamb, or even bird. Bulgarian cuisine is a representative of the Mediterranean cuisine of Southeast Europe. It shares characteristics with other Balkan cuisines. Bulgarian cooking traditions are diverse because of geographical factors such as climatic conditions suitable for a variety of vegetables, herbs and fruit. Aside from the vast variety of local Bulgarian dishes, Bulgarian cuisine shares a number of dishes with Persian, Turkish, and Greek cuisine. Main courses are very typically water-based stews, either vegetarian or with lamb, goat meat, veal, chicken or pork. Deep frying is not common, but grilling especially different kinds of sausages is very prominent. Pork is common, often mixed with veal or lamb, although fish and chicken are also widely used. While most cattle are bred for milk production rather than meat, veal is popular for grilling meat appetizers, meals, and in some main courses. As a substantial exporter of lamb, Bulgaria's own consumption is notable, especially in the spring. Popular dishes: roasted potatoes, druzhn kebab, rice with chicken, Tatarian meatball, meatballs with white sauce stew, jaftita po churpanski, meatballs with potatoes, a recipe from Churpan, meatloaf Yulo Stefani. Popular dishes: potato balls with sauce, panegyurish style eggs, fried courgettes with yogurt sauce, chicken in katmi, popular in a Thracian variety, fish zelnik, with sauerkraut and rice, fish in pastry, usually in celebration of Saint Nicholas, stuffed carp or Nikoldinsky carp, prepared for the feast of Saint Nicholas. Georgian cuisine is the traditional cuisine of Georgia. Georgian cuisine has similarities with Persian and Caucasus cuisine. Every region of Georgia has its own distinct style of food preparation. Eating and drinking are important parts of Georgian culture. Georgia was one of the countries on the Silk Road, which resulted in travelers influencing Georgian cuisine. The Georgian love of family and friends is one of the reasons why the feast supera, tablecloth, is so important in Georgia. Supera is offered spontaneously to relatives, friends or guests. Every supera has its tamada, toastmaster, who gives the toast and entertains the guests. Popular dishes: abista, aritsvingle, ajarulai kakapyori, cherbulai, satsavi, makadi, karli, chkinti, kashlama, kindsmarolai, tarragon, vida, batas shechamandi. Russian cuisine is a collection of the different cooking traditions of the Russian people. The cuisine is diverse, with Northern and Eastern European, Caucasian, Central Asian, Siberian, and East Asian influences. Russian cuisine derives its varied character from the vast and multi-ethnic expanse of Russia. Its foundations were laid by the peasant food of the rural population in an often harsh climate, with a combination of plentiful fish, pork, poultry, caviar, mushrooms, berries, and honey. Crops of rye, wheat, barley and millet provided the ingredients for a plethora of breads, pancakes, pies, cereals, beer and vodka. Soups and stews are centered on seasonal or storable produce, fish and meats. Such food remained the staple for the vast majority of Russians well into the 20th century. Soviet cuisine had a separate character of its own. Romanian cuisine is a diverse blend of different dishes from several traditions with which it has come into contact, but it also maintains its own character. It has been mainly influenced by Turkish and a series of European cuisines such as the Austrian cuisine, German cuisine, Greek cuisine, or Hungarian cuisine, as well as culinary elements stemming from the cuisines of the Slavic-speaking countries of Eastern and Central Europe. Popular dishes: paprikas - chicken paprikash, mitite, misi, grilled minced meat rolls, slanina - pork fat, often smoked, stuffat - lamb, onion, and garlic stew, mackerel fumat - smoked mackerel fillet, gyvasi - vegetable stew or cooked vegetable salad, similar to the Bulgarian gjuvek and the Hungarian lekso, pilaf - a dish of rice, vegetables, and pieces of meat, optional. The meat is usually the offal, wings, and organs of chicken, pork, or lamb. The cooking method is very similar to risotto. Czech - coffee cake.